So what leads to health and happiness? The keys to a good life are different for everyone, but you are the primary key. And Dr. Salim Surani joins us live to discuss. Good morning, Dr. Surani. Now, you sent us this topic. It's a very important topic to talk about. It was the longest study on human happiness found. And what was the conclusion of the study?
Good morning, Barbie. Glad to be here. Let's imagine we are in 2023, and I fast forward to 3007, so that's 85 years later. And in 3007, if you ask me, like, what thing could you have done that would have made your life more happy, you would be more content, your health is good, your mental health is good, and your longevity is good? We would like to know what we know about what we can do now in 3007. Similarly, this is a study which is started in 1938. Even the investigator who started, they never knew that this study will last that long. This is an 85-year-long study. Initially, it recruited 734 folks. Those were sophomore students from Harvard, and the comparison group was someone who is living in the slums and in the underprivileged area in the Boston, and they followed it. Some of those were attorneys, president of the United States. They were in this study, and then they got their spouses and their generation. One thing they found consistently, doesn't matter what, if you have a good relationship, that is the key to success. People who have a good relation, their health was better, they were more happy, their mental health was better, their longevity was better. Yes, the exercise can do that, something else can do that. But on the other hand, people says, do I need to have a good relationship all my life? The answer is not. You can have a bad relation, but you can again find a good relationship. And that is the key thing. If you look at it, we talk to somebody twice a week. That means 2 days a year. Or maybe you just have 52 days remaining in your rest of the life to build the relationship. So the key thing is the good, solid relationship. If you argue, that doesn't mean you have a bad relation, as long as you can trust each other and count on each other.
I'm glad that you said that, Dr. Surani, and nourishing relationships is so important. I know times have changed, and the way that people want to nourish a relationship has changed as well with technology, social media, but I feel, and I want to take your take on that quickly, isn't it better, the one-on-one, the face-to-face, than the social media relationships? I mean,
there is no doubt about that. I think a lot of the folks in the social media, there's been a lot of studies. Some folks are happy, and actually some are depressed, because everyone posts the good part in the social media. One of the studies shows that if you're involved and you're posting and receiving, you are a little bit more happier than somebody who's a passive one. They get into a silo and depression. The key thing is, don't get into isolation. Social media, I always say, it's a mile-long relation, but it's an inch deep. What you need to focus in, building a mile-long and mile-deep relationship. That is what is going to keep you happy and healthy.
I love that, Dr. Surani. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. We'll look forward to having you again next week. Now, if you have a question for Dr. Surani, all you have to do is text it to the number on your screen. That is 361-855-6397.